Hey, what's up guys? Today I decided to do something a little different. I thought I'd create a series based off of a bunch of questions I've been getting asked from a ton of people, which is the shipment process. How to clean your books, condition your books, list them, and ship them out. I've been getting a ton of questions about that. This video is going to be talking about after I get the books from the stores, bringing them home, taking them out of the boxes, what is my first thing that I do? My first thing is going to be start cleaning the books. Some of these books are in good condition, but some do require a little cleaning up. So I'm going to be talking about some of the tools that I use to help me efficiently get through these books. I'll also be talking about what I'm looking for when conditioning them, which is the next step. I'm going to focus on mainly how to clean the books, what I'm looking for again, make sure I get all the spots, stickers, anything like that. And then the next video, we will be talking about how I condition the books after this. So let's get started. So here are the things that I use to clean my books. Very simple stuff. Here's a Goo Gone. Very simple stuff. So one is just a paper towel, and I just kind of wet it a little bit so that way I can wipe off the books if they have any little dirt or stain or anything like that. I can wipe it off, clean it up, make sure it looks nice. Here's a little sticker remover. These are really cheap. So this is actually a really important tool because this really makes my life easier. With this, you can actually be careful, not dig into the book too much, and it helps remove it really easy. This is partnered with it. Goo Gone is really useful. You have to be careful what kind of book it is. The shiny materials, maybe like this, it's okay on because it won't leave a residue or anything like that. You can usually wipe it off pretty nicely. But something like, I don't know if I have one here. Something with a book with maybe a satin finish on it, it could actually leave the oil on it or maybe even seep into it, which is not good. I've made a lot of mistakes with that, where I've done it, tried cleaning it off, actually made it even worse, and ended up downgrading the book maybe to good or acceptable even, or even actually had to just get rid of it because I wasn't careful with that. So I'm pretty conservative when I use this stuff. I'll use it, especially with the stickers. So when I don't use this, I have another trick, which is, I'm sure a lot of people know, I actually kind of just figured out recently from a Goodwill person actually. You actually just use a heat gun. It would just take the adhesive off the stickers. So you make sure you don't do it too much, but you kind of run it over a little bit. It'll heat up the adhesive and it'll be much easier to peel off. Again, you can use this. Another thing I use is an eraser, not the pencil, the eraser, because a lot of times you'll have inscriptions on the very first page of the book, and I'll usually try to erase that. The main purpose I make sure to have that is because people will write a price on that first page of the book, and I'll make sure to definitely erase that because customers don't like to see how much you bought the book for and how much they're spending for the book. So I really try to make sure that I erase the prices, but I will erase names and stuff like that if possible. The last tool I use is a pen and some little sticky notes. This helps me when I go to the conditioning process. I'll write a G for good or VG for very good, and place them in piles, but we'll get to that in the next video. So this will go to the side. Okay, so here's the pile I decided to pick out from all the books that I brought in from the car. These are just a bunch of things that I thought would be notable of what I am looking for when I'm cleaning books. I have stickers, dirt that I can clean off, or little stains that are removable. So I'm going to start going through them and showing you how I see the book, how I'm judging the book, and how I'm cleaning the book. So we can start with the first one. This is a former library book. I actually sold quite a bit of these, and some of them for pretty high profits. But if you see, there's a film on the cover right here, and there's some stickers, just kind of throughout the book. In the back, there might be a card holder when you rent your books. So there's just a bunch of labels and just things written inside it and stuff like that. So according to Amazon, this would actually automatically be a good book. Nonetheless, I've actually had a lot of very good books that are like new books, but because they have these labels and film on them, it's automatically going to be a good book. But I'll make sure and clean it up. So I have my paper towel and I have my, just wet it a little bit and make sure I try to take all the dirt off or anything like that. Just wipe it down, make sure it's nice and clean. I'm always looking at the side of the pages or the edge of the pages. just to see if it looks nice, any stains or anything. I usually look for any highlighting or writing. None of that, just labels. So this would be a good book, probably. Alright, the next book, it looks pretty good. There's some like scuff marks maybe or something like that, but just kind of wipe it down, make sure there's no marks or anything on the cover. So I'm always looking for that, always making sure it looks clean or there's no marks or anything. Again, right here on the edge of the pages or the side of the pages, there's age spots. I'm always looking for these because if you see that, I don't know if it's focusing. This can take a book from very good to good condition and sometimes possibly even acceptable, but there's not really a way to clean it. I've heard if you get sandpaper and rub it down a little bit, it'll remove some of the color, but I haven't seen it actually remove it fully. So I haven't really seen a solid way of actually getting rid of it, but if you do know any tips, please let me know. Okay, the next book has a sticker on the front, a little Target sticker. I'll usually try to like peel it off if I can. Sometimes they come up really easy, sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes if they're nice, it'll come up nice. So that one came up okay, but there's still some left over here, so what I'll try to do is wet it a little bit with the paper towel. I could use Goo Gone, but I try to just use water first, and then I'll use my little tool, carefully kind of scrape it up a little bit. It's kind of like the adhesive and stuff like that. So far it's doing well. Kind of wipe it down, try to get rid of as much as I can. I try to take all the stickers off, especially if the sticker has a price on it. Luckily this one didn't, but I'll still remove it anyways. But if any have prices on it, you have to remove that. Customers do not like to see what you bought them for. And I could use Goo Gone, like I said. I might use that right now a little bit. Put a little bit. This I don't want like to use too much of this stuff. I'll put it on the paper towel itself, not actually on the book. And this kind of just helps remove all that adhesive and all that leftover stuff. Again, but this is a shiny cover, so it shouldn't leave any like oily or any residue or anything like that. You just get a dry side and kind of wipe it off. So let's see. I don't know if you can see that. No more there. Wipe it off a little more, kind of get that off, but nonetheless, it's all gone. All that stuff, it almost like a sticker was never there, so that's nice. That kind of makes the book look a little more presentable, a little nicer. So, but no highlighting or writing. So this will probably be like a good book or something like that. I'll probably decide after. But taking that sticker off, it makes the book look a lot nicer. So that's that. Okay. The next book has quite a bit of stuff, and it looks like a really good condition book. First off, what I see is a sticker with a price tag. Like I've been talking about this entire video, make sure you remove these. They do not want to see that you bought it for $3. I think this might be like worth like 40 bucks or something, so they would not be too pleased with that. So usually these, especially when they were just put on, they come up nice. Yeah, see, look. This obviously has been used because, you know, they have a lot of notes and stuff. So be careful with these. You do not want to rip the pages. They're usually easy to come off, but definitely try to remove these. Let's see. Yeah, be careful with these. Don't rip the pages. They're usually kind of nice. Remove them. Boom. Side of the pages look really good, like bright and crisp. One thing you have to make sure, I mean, this looks in great condition, like new condition almost. But when you take a look, I mean, look at those pages. They're really nice. But you have to make sure you go all the way through because I just saw some. Hopefully we can find some more. There's actually not that many, too much in this, but there's definitely highlighting. I don't take highlighting lightly. I'm such a nerd. I make sure to look for highlighting because I like to mention that in my description. Here's some more over here. I mean, this mainly this chapter. There's been quite a bit. You see, I mean, towards the back, I don't even think I saw any highlighting towards the back. So you have to make sure and go through the entire book. This is in great condition. Based off of Amazon's guidelines for conditioning books, anything with highlighting or writing is automatically conditioned as a good condition. Some people argue that students actually prefer these books with highlighting because that means the previous person highlighted all the important points. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard arguments for that, and some people might advertise that in their description. So we took off that sticker. It looks great. The only thing about this book is the crease on the spine, which is not too bad, and also the highlighting throughout the book. This book is great condition. If you look at it, the dust cover is just great. I mean, there's no creases, no tears, no marks that I need to really wipe down too much. Like I can just feel this is almost new. If you look at the edge of the pages, the side of the pages, no marks or anything. I mean, the pages look great. If you take a look inside, not seeing any inscription or anything. The front, the pages are really bright and crisp inside. Doesn't look like any highlighting or writing. Yeah, that's a great book. Yeah, and easy to clean too. You don't have to clean it. You just take a look at it, make sure it's good, and pass it on. This one I thought I'd talk about because this is a book set. So book sets, you have to make sure, obviously, all the books are included for that set. You have to take a look at the condition of the slipcase for all the books. So usually for sets, if the bookcase isn't in great condition, people actually prefer to have it still anyways because it's the original thing for this set, and people prefer that even if it's in rough condition. I've definitely sold them for more than people that just had the books because that slipcase was there. For this particular case, this slipcase is like in great condition. Just barely. I mean, you can barely notice it unless you like kind of tilt it in the light a little bit, but like, I mean, it's just really nice. There's no tears or anything like that. So that's number one. Got the slipcase with it. It's in great condition. So you want to take out the books and kind of go through the same way that you do with the other books that we just did. Make sure you look at them. This book looks great. Side of the pages are great. I don't see any marks or anything on it. Kind of take a quick look. No highlighting or writing on that one. Same thing. Looks great. No inscription, no highlighting or writing. Book looks in great condition. Once again, all these books just look really nice. That slip cover definitely protected these books. Overall, this set is great. Alright, our next book. I chose this one to look at because it has a sticker on the back I'll try to get rid of. You know, I can do that here. Sometimes it'll come up. I can bring it over with a wet rag, kind of wet it a little bit. Get my scraper. Could get the Goo Gone, but I think this one's going to come up pretty nicely. Yeah. Make sure you don't do too rough with it. Don't scratch your cover. Go over it a little more with the rag. Actually, I ended up doing a Goo Gone. Get that adhesive gone. This has a shiny cover again, so that's okay to do it on this one. Kind of do some like circular motions, maybe. Kind of get rid of it. Put it on the dry side, wipe it off. And then once again, that adhesive is gone from that. Final book. Chose this one. Once again, have an example of just some, little marks on here. I can just get rid of with the water on the paper towel. And it's coming up. Some more right here. Actually, get all of it. Maybe throw something down here. I don't know what that is. It could be a little stain, actually. So you make sure to just kind of wipe it down. Remove that. Make sure you look at both sides. Okay, that was me cleaning through all my books. Just wrapped it up. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm looking for when I'm cleaning them. Whether I'm looking for, maybe a little mark on the cover, some age spots on the side of the pages, writing and highlighting, inscription, stickers, priority, make sure you remove the price of what you bought the book for. So just make sure to look at those things. Again, use the eraser for an inscription on the front page, whatever it is. Make sure it's clean, make sure the customer will like it, and make sure they'll really appreciate it when they end up buying it. Again, this is the first video out of the series I will be doing. Next, I will be covering conditioning the books. After cleaning them, I will show you what I'm looking for when actually conditioning the books itself and how do I actually put them and sort them. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video. Hopefully it helped you guys. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you guys have any questions, make sure to comment down below or DM me at TheBrandonRobles on Instagram. Stay hustling and I'll see you guys in the next video.